Namaste, Jai Ganesh and Jai Bhairav. Welcome back everyone. Adesh, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha to all four of my gurus. So today I would like to cover one of the most important topics, types of guru and how to find a guru, right guru, how to test a guru, okay. Intention is to release around Guru Purnima, but I may release it sooner. But if I release it on Guru Purnima, then I wish you a happy Guru Purnima in advance. So, who is a guru? Okay, guru is someone, as you all know, a person who has walked on the path before and who teaches, guides you, basically showing you the path where you need to reach spiritually. Guru is also someone who stays until you get independent, then makes sure you don't need him again to make you reach that state or destination where your soul needs to go. Okay. So Guru is a teacher. Guru is a margdarshak. Okay. Guru also needs to be a self-realized one, preferably. Okay. Some qualities of a guru. People often think guru should have occult siddhis or powers, or maybe astral travel abilities, or have frequent deity darshans. That's not the case. Basically, he should have walked on the path before, should be able to understand his shishya, student, and needs to be his or her margdarshak. Okay, like kind of a pathfinder, for lack of better terms. Guru is also kind of incarnation or representation of God himself. So ideally, I do suggest screen for certain attributes of God also, of that particular deity as well. Like for example, if you are going to a person to keep him as like a Bhairava guru, then he should have some certain attributes of Bhairava, certain attributes of God, like lack of bias. Does he or she treat people nice, etc., equally? I get it, certain tradition gurus are more or less fierce, a little bit. Not all of them. At times, their speech may come off as a slap in the face, but they want to kill your ego. Truth is bitter. Also, nature of sadhana generates such shakti. It can come off as a frequent tiny bursts of anger. Even then, they should display kindness and forgiveness. Okay, kindness and forgiveness, because they are fundamental attributes of divine. Also, speaking about hardcore traditions, I mean, every mantra also has a different energy actually. The mantra, if you get it from a hardcore tradition, can mentally paralyze you with its power. Let's say you get some certain Bhairava beach mantra from my tradition, will have different energy from some tradition who are extreme, like Vam or Agoris. Okay, those mantras are very powerful in nature. Our body cannot completely tolerate the power in that. Okay, if a mantra is distributed more from a guru, the energy is also kind of more diluted compared to a guru who have given upadesh to only 10 people in his life. Okay? The question is, will you be able to handle intense mantra? Okay, that only Bhairava knows. Anyways, also, when you're looking for a guru, it's good to inquire Guru Parampara. Guru Parampara means a lineage. It's okay to have name of the deity as one of the guru in Guru Parampara, but at least 3 names should come. Then basically it indicates that tradition is at least 50 to 100-ish years old. Okay, or in very rare cases, guru may have only deity guidance with maybe one human guru. Then at least 20 to 25 years of experience is another factor, and look for his other signs in him. Okay, but most gurus have a proper parampara. Although I don't completely rely on astrology, I mean, obviously gurus will have better, very strong Jupiter in their chart. Okay, lot of karma is also involved when you accept Sishya. Also, ideally, any Diksha or Upadesh done for commercial manner worsens the effects of it. I do understand we are all living in a time where money is very much important, but my 2 cents is maybe if Sishya wants to give Dakshina as a gratitude, maybe, but I'm not here to judge anyone. My personal view is not taking money is better. I suggest an observation of 2 days, okay? Is minimum to accept someone as Guru. More better, more days, more better. Guru tests Sishya. Sishya can also test Guru. Also, a person could be great caliber spiritual Guru, but if you don't match or both of them don't blend, then probably he's not the right Guru for you, or you are not the right Sishya for him. Maybe you're not able to digest his wisdom, or maybe you deserve better, or something like that. That is why don't chase a Guru or label any random person as your Guru. Observe them for sure if possible. What is it? Yeah. You don't chase a Guru actually, or buy a Guru. You manifest a Guru. My Guru may not be right for you, or your Guru may not be right for me. It's the same thing with the tradition. Which mark of Bhairava sadhana is best? Leave it to Bhairava, okay? He will take you places once you form a connection with him. I mean, how means just speak when you're doing your daily japa. Bhairava, please send me a Guru. I need a Guru. Please send me one at the right time. Okay, you will start working. You can continue with your regular upasana. One day when you're ready, Guru will enter. Maybe not like movies like some Baba with full of ash, have a big tilak on forehead, having innumerable rudraksha, and I have a trishul in hand and say that you're the chosen one. Not necessarily. It doesn't happen to 95% of the people. But meeting will happen either through contacts, maybe you bump into one at a temple. Quick tip: always be friends with at least one temple priest. I mean, obviously Bhairava temple priest, because they could know some people who are sadhaks of the deity, or they themselves also, not just as a part of taking care of the temple. In their free time, they could be also doing mantra upasana or even tantra as well. Who knows? So be friends with them. Maybe they will be able to guide you, or maybe if you really get close to them, maybe they will give you an upadesh. Okay, it's always a possibility. Or at least if you have friends with them, maybe you'll get a chance to do abhishek on special days. Okay, at least it's good to have contacts. Okay, I'm just here to fill the gap until you're Guru. So I'm not a Guru. I'm nowhere at the level of Guru. Actually, very very far from it. But I have basic one-on-one knowledge and good connection with Bhairava. Also good connection, very good connection with Lord Shiva as well from childhood. That could be the reason why I'm here today. I'm sharing what I know here to beginners. More or less consider me as a interim spiritual advisor or spiritual guide or something like that, or messenger. My plan is to just basically cover start 2-3 years of basic suggestions are there. If done properly, with proper intention, you will form a connection with Bhairava. Then you can fly or walk or crawl with him based on your speed, or able to understand his guidance. Because deity darshan is not easy. He will primarily interact in other fashions before he comes in front of you. Okay. Deity darshan, is it a real hallucination? Do deities have forms or formless? Who can see them? Should you be worried about his ganas, etc.? I will cover them separately. Okay, don't worry about that now. Okay, so let's get into the topic of the video. 3 types of Guru, pros and cons. Okay, oftentimes what happens is people have a great deal of past karma or samskara, so they get a human Guru quite early in their life. So they may not be quite accepting of the other 2 options, which are deity Guru or inner Guru. Okay, so first type is, but my experience is otherwise, because I have gotten guidance from all 3 types of Guru. So first type is deity Guru. Most often, intuitively, when some person thinks to take a spiritual path, be it astrology, be it mantra sadhana, be it tantra or anything, what they do is, first thing they get in the head is most often not, they keep Shiva as a guru, priest as a guru, but speaking of deity guru, Shiva in Dakshinamurti, Dattatreya, Guru Dattatreya, and even Bhairava, they are very capable of being gurus. Most traditions may not accept Shiva in his like Sadashiva avatar as a guru, but South Asian Shiva, basically Dakshinamurti, no one has issue with accepting Dakshinamurti or Bhairava or Dattatreya because there is inherently Guru Tattva in those three avatars. Okay. Yeah, there is some controversy on if Shiva can be a guru, but no, Dakshinamurti definitely. A lot of people accept him as a legitimate guru. So, how does a deity guru work? Because he is not a human, how does he work? He will primarily take a role of teaching spiritual knowledge and instilling wisdom from his planes. So much wisdom mentioned in books or never mentioned in any shastras, also you will get it intuitively. How? How is it possible? I mean, you're kidding. No, those books were composed by Rudra himself. Okay, basically it came from the mouth of him. I mean, Rudrayama's book, basically essence is derived from conversation between Rudra and his consort. So basically, the origin of the books itself is the deity. So whom are you kidding? It is possible, but he will give you in a whenever you need it, he will just give you in a bits of it instead of you reading the entire book. Okay. Deity Guru works on a very subtle fashion. It's kind of a silent fashion. That is why this option is tricky, because success depends on individual. If he is able to pick up or ready to receive wisdom, often even rituals also he will send people or YouTube video or make you buy a book on rituals or how to do so and so, be japa, homa, nyasa, tarpana, etc. Or anything he acts to other people in teaching rituals. Okay, wisdom, knowledge, he will instill directly into your head. Don't know Sanskrit, can't read authentic Vedic and tantric texts, fine, no issue. He will speak in your own language. That's the beauty of deity guru. I think Bird seems to confirm it. He will work at its best capacity. He is the one people are doing sadhana to reach for. He is non-commercial. He wants hunger from you to learn and improve yourself. One of the best gurus, the avatar of Paramatma himself, be it Dakshinamurti, Bhairava or Dattatreya, will be your guru. Yes, not all deities like to be guru, but even them also will make sure to send guidance to you through humans. But Bhairava is really ideal to be one. Guru Tattva is very much in Bhairava. You will understand it if you reflect on it. Okay. Only cause is lack of handheld teaching. I mean, point to point or immediate assistance like human guru. Certain times I put a request to clarify on certain matter to my deity guru. He either clarifies in 10 seconds or he takes like 2 to 3 weeks and just send someone to clarify it. Okay. I also can see certain limitations of deity guru and certain very ritual based traditions or certain tantric traditions, maybe kaula or agor, etc. I feel human guru is very much needed. Mantra sadhana or spiritual enlightenment can be attained with the deity guru, but certain rituals or immediate feedback, if you want immediate feedback and easier understanding, then maybe human guru. But I guess here is where difficulties arise, where the path for you is so ritualistic, where mistakes can be a little bit costly, that you need to have hand holding or spoon feeding, etc. I mean, even don't expect spoon feeding from deity guru also. Basically hand holding and etc., teaching of techniques and etc., which a deity guru doesn't do it often. But I have heard anecdote story, not kidding, Bhairava himself teaching sadhana in one of the Mahasamshanas in a human. Okay, it happens, but it's unlikely to most of us. People have a doubt on God doing this. Okay, Bhairava is so notorious in giving darshans in three-dimensional form. I think it's even the Mahavidyas are also like that. Mahakali is also like that. I mean, not everybody can perceive them, but definitely, if you have that strong, what you call longing for darshan, and you have done your sadhana and your kundalini is active, then you can definitely receive a darshan. Okay. What else is there? Also, people can get stuck with forms actually. Deities are primarily formless in my opinion. They can manifest forms at any time. In fact, at the end of the sadhana, you should be able to see God manifesting in everyone and everywhere, not restricted to form. This came from not just me, I mean, but also from my mouth of a Gori Guru. I'll not name them because I don't have permission, and I also believe it. Hard to accept this fact that God is everywhere. It sounds nice, I mean, but we'll hate the very next person to us if he does something stupid to us, okay? So it's hard to live initially with that thought, but that is the reality which you'll realize later on. Okay, this conversation about deities' forms or formless and darshans, etc., probably might lead to a very long conversation. We'll cover it later on. Bhairava is best guru. I mean, Bhairava is best guru. One can ask. I mean, it's great to see fellow YouTube channel whom I respect most also shined a light on Guru Tattva of Bhairava. No need to run for humans initially. Can keep Bhairava, forgive me, can keep Bhairava or Dakshinamurti as well. Even there is proper method if you want Dakshinamurti. It's like a kind of ritual method. You do so and so steps, and you can kind of put a request to Dakshinamurti at his temple to be your guru. Usually takes, if he likes you, guidance will start immediately, or 1 to 3 years you do upasana of Dakshinamurti, and then he'll start guiding you. But for Bhairava, it's very simple. Bhairava is simple, so I did my own way of just asking him to be guru, and he started guiding. I'll try to look for notes. I have somewhere notes on how to make Dakshinamurti as a guru, kind of a ritualistic notes. I'll probably try to search. There is somewhere, it is somewhere lying. Okay. Okay, let's talk second option, inner guru. Okay, inner guru and deity guru kind of go in hand in hand. So inner guru is kind of inner wisdom, a self-reflection on your practices, kind of looking at yourself in a mirror. You make mistakes, you learn. Inner guru, the base of the guidance comes from combination of your prior past life experience in sadhana and self-learning of mistakes. Make mistakes, apologize to your deity, accept you are dumb. Even I am dumb. Okay, it's not something to be like, oh, I can't accept I'm dumb. The truth is we are all dumb. When you compare to ancient sages, fantastic gurus, sadhaks, etc., we are nothing. We make mistakes, we are corrupt, we live in an age of Kali Yuga. In fact, it's recommended to kill your ego and reflect on self time to time. Ego will wait to come back once you progress in sadhana. You have to again put it back to place. Happens with everyone. Some are naturally good at being humble. Because Bhairava, when he cut fifth head of Brahma, he basically cut his ego. Okay. Now, since Brahma is at such high level, punishment punishment is also high for him. For us, Bhairava is more willing to forgive, but always integrate any forgiveness, stotra, or just ask for forgiveness in your mother tongue. Okay. So inner guru is linked to your higher self and your sadhana deity as well. Inner guru is that wiser self who is hiding under your soul. Certain accessories are also meant to elevate your senses, wisdom, or connect you to inner guru and etc. They are there definitely. I mean, third type. Okay, let's get to the third type. Most often thought of when you think of a guru is a human guru. Okay, this is the type most people seek because they can perceive them easily, have assurance. Okay, You can't go wrong with this type of guru. If you find a genuine one, he belongs to, I mean, same yoni, walked on same path before, but most often people are not blessed with a human guru, much alone a highly capable one who knows the path and who realized self. Getting best human guru is always depends on your karma, but I honestly recommend manifestation. Pray for guru. Okay, you can do sadhana as well to manifest a human guru. It will work. There are various mantras for doing so, and also I have come across certain tradition of like Om Swami and Parakom. They are on YouTube. They basically suggest 3 steps sadhana for guru. I just follow them at their channel, but manifestation is not hard. With your intention, communicate to Bhairava to send you a human guru, and be assured that you will meet him at the right time. Don't constantly stress on this matter. Okay, I did my own way of manifesting human guru, but most of my day-to-day guidance for initial days and even now is from Deity Guru. Yes, I have great respect to my human guru who have gave me the Diksha and Upadesh. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namah. Salutations to him. He is a representation of God only, but we have distance apart. So day to day I go for Bhairava, but I take name of my human gurus. Blessings will add to the formula. I have other human guru as well. Initially I appointed him as a mentor. Manasika way I still consider him as guru. Yes, it is possible. It works. Not just Ekalavya from a distance. Anybody can think of highly capable person of a guru, manasika way. You can appoint someone as guru. I mean, people who have passed away got Shiva Samadhi 300 to 400 years ago. Also, you can keep them as your guru. Okay? Actual location of that Samadhi is also potent for sadhana. I mean, Mahatma Baba is so mystical. It's just crazy. People still keep him as a guru. He still sometimes comes and talks to certain sadhaks, etc. Also, you can revere them as a guru. Whether their supreme soul starts sending you guidance or not depends. That's why there is a chance even some may feel to appoint me as a guru. But I feel I'm not at that place. I just got an adesh. I want to give certain basic tips. So basically, I'm just kind of an advisor, spiritual advisor. You can keep me as an advisor until you get your guru. Human guru also depends on nature of him. Like I said, right guru will come at right time. Some of them are right for you, some of them are not. Inquire about parampara, that is lineage. Okay, see if he gives any extra favors to people who have money or to good looking women. Yes, this is real. Guru will have favorite student based on his performance. It's acceptable. But does Guru have a weakness of women? You have to see that, because see Kaulapath and Devi Sadhana, etc. They respect women, treat them very well. That's not what I'm talking to. You see a lot of scandals coming day to day. So-called gurus or babas who have relation with female students, manipulate them well. On TV they say, I got control over my sensations, I am brahmachari, and etc. So not everyone is capable of having celibacy. You can fool the people and etc. You can fool the world, but if you are fighting for thoughts constantly, maybe perhaps you are not ready to be celibate, because celibacy is not something just physical. It's kind of a control over all your senses, not just that particular sense. And once you are ready, it will come to you automatically. Okay, even for you as well, some people ask the question. It's not necessary for now to integrate celibacy. Even later also, while you are doing the Purush Charana, which is a concentrated effort, on those days you can add it. Okay, on those days, not just physical celibacy, you have diet restrictions, you have other restrictions as well. You have to treat people nice. You can't scold people. If you scold people, your power goes to them. So on that particular days, on Purusharana days, maybe you can integrate, but don't think of that as a fancy thought or that's the only way, because you will ruin your marriage. Okay, you will ruin your marriage. Because if you think about it, those days people were getting Upanayana at quite young, like 8-9 years, and they were in ashrams for about maybe 16ish, 18ish years, and then they move on with their life. And after that, they live in another life. It's not always like being celibate 100 years throughout your life, etc. Okay. So initial advice applies: always test a guru subtly, silently. Look for his parampara. Look for the qualities of deity in him. Did he understood, or does he have any attributes of the pradhan devata of that tradition? You can test, but don't go and ask them questions based on your fixed prior beliefs. Answers, because spirituality is so deep, there is no one answer for your question or one method of bhairav sadhana. So if you come across someone unfamiliar, that doesn't mean that individual is a fake guru. If you in doubt or feel bad vibes, you can always humbly say, I need some time, I will come later. Okay? But never humiliate, criticize in a harsh manner. Although most of the gurus are forgiving, spiritual arguments are something you should stay the heck out of them. Never call a person fake without you yourself not knowing. Methods, belief systems change from tradition to tradition. Some offer alcohol, some don't offer alcohol, but both worship Bhairava. So both have awakened Bhairava in them eventually. Same thing. Some belong to Dvaita, some belong to Advaita. So don't criticize traditions or gurus. Also, a lot of times traditions of regions depend on local language texts that were recently composed, maybe 100 to 150 years maximum. So their shastras are not mainstream Sanskrit ones like Rudrayamala, etc. It's just passed from guru to guru in that lineage. Okay. So they just practice based on oral guidance that has been passed from generation of gurus or recent texts, etc. Because even initially, maybe like 1500, 2000 years ago, books were not a common practice, but definitely they were relying on oral guidance. Just give me a minute. I think I'll shut down the window. Yes, too many sounds of nature. Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, so don't criticize gurus, man. Don't be quick to judge. Even I would like to ask for forgiveness if my statements ever come off as harsh, okay, from me regarding any spiritual person. The thing is not that person will harm. Oftentimes, most of us who have experienced stay away from spiritual fights or arguments. But when we offend a sincere sadhaka, even he may be a normal sadhaka, deities and their attendants are the ones, they will very much get a bitter taste in their mouth, okay? So don't be quick to call someone fake or anything like that. Offending traditions or sadhaks is not advised. I'll address my own mistake here in my early days out of ignorance. I was an idiot kind of. I made semi-arrogant comments on certain aspects portrayed somewhere, which is actual representation of certain regional deity. Although nothing bad happened, I realized my mistake. I have to fall on feet of Bhairava and apologize. So spiritually offending sadhakas or gurus or deities is always not recommended at all. Okay, gurus of traditions, they may get into arguments, but don't mimic them. As a new person to spiritual journey, keep your journey to yourself. Yes, my methods will be more or less sattvic or rajasic for beginners, but that doesn't mean I hate or call other traditions wrong. I teach or advise based on my tradition and experience. You can always follow someone else if you want to learn other methods. Anyway, just thought of covering this, okay. Don't be naive, never hurt or debate or make fun of, especially tantra sadhaks, man. Even Bhairava is a kind way, whereas certain Shakta devatas, not at all. If someone spread negative rumor or their sadhaks or plan something to downfall of their sadhak, they are done based on level of karma. They may teach you as a small lesson and leave that alone, leave that person alone, or they may have significant downfall. I mean, what guy is better at? He doesn't hurt people for smaller offenses. You have to be an asshole or completely go against dharma to even get him angry. That doesn't mean be lazy or take him granted. He's still a god, he's still Bhairava. He has that power that you can never imagine. He has that ferocity, but he's kind. He's kind because, I don't know, it's his nature, man. He's kind. He's like a bole, so Vatika doesn't really hurt people. But don't mess or argue with certain Ugra Devata sadhaks, okay? Like Ma Tara, Ma Kali, Ma Baglamukhi, and etc. If you don't get along, it's fine, but don't go against them. It's not recommended. Even if sadhak is like forgiving, the deity will very much get angry. It doesn't matter if you have a big army. If you have to Mahakali's tail, she will put the entire army to the ground. You may or may not wake up. This is truth. So it's advisable not to offend sadhaks, because even if they forgive, somehow if the deity notices it, they don't like it. Okay, so don't do this stuff. Also, that doesn't mean succumb to fake people who portray themselves as like sadhaks or etc. Like I got a comment from a young individual. He said like basically an Aghori is demanding him money. He is 99% fake. I can almost be sure there is only 1% chance he's not fake, but obviously I do not know the story completely from afar away. But no Aghori will demand you money like that. Often, a lot of times, what happens is people, for their living, what you call money or food, what they do is they start wearing black cloths, have a black tilak, have an anklet, kankanam, and buy a mundamala and throw it on the neck and call themselves Aghori. Okay, there are people like that. So they put ads for Vashikaran experts and etc. A-class garbage. This is A-class garbage. Okay, don't go to those people who are like so-called Aghoris or Vashikaran experts. They are fake. 99% of them are fake. But don't fight with them as well, because some of them know bad occult vidyas like minor spirit stuff. Okay, so-called Kala Jadu and etc. So don't go to them. Okay. Yeah. They are kind of damaging the tradition of, reputation of Aghor tradition. Let Aghori Akhadas fight them. Even I will not mess with them, because I don't want unnecessary spiritual fights. No one wants unnecessary spiritual fights. Once you experience even one, then you will feel like, oh, let me be, like, get away from it. Don't argue, because I am telling this to keep this in future. Even if you advance in your sadhana, start getting the shaktis and power. Not something crazy, but you'll easily get like Vak Siddhi, you'll get a lot of power to use and etc. You'll have connection to devatas and their attendants and etc. So once then you may become overconfident. Don't fight with anyone, don't fight with any entity also. It's not suggested. Stick to yourself, focus on self-realization. Okay. Spiritual warfare is a no-go. So keep your opinions to yourself. If someone you feel like is fake or not, leave it to God, man. Like just report that to God. I feel like this guy is not genuine, and he will take care of it. It's the responsibility of the deity. So don't go and fight other people. A general protection tip: if some occultist is troubling you like this, or saying I'll do so and so and etc., what you do is go to nearby Kali or Kala Bhairava temple or Batu Bhairava temple as well, and offer something what they like. It could be their favorite flowers or favorite food and etc. And bilkul just fall on their feet and just ask for protection. Say so and so occultist is like troubling me etc. And start reciting or listening to Kavach available on YouTube. Start their basic Nam mantras. You can even start Apaduttarak mantra if some reason if you feel initial guidance is not helping, but always go to either Mahakali temple or Kalabhairava temple. Even Yama cannot touch you when you are in their abode. Okay. Next time, don't do the mistake of messing with certain shady people. But for protection, always you can go to both of the temple and recite or listen to Kavach multiple times and recite Nam mantra. Slowly you will start seeing relief if it's a little bit of a bad occultist if you have done something on you. But avoid shady people. You can also go to your Kula Devata or Ishta Devata for guidance because you might have more connection. So you can go to them as well for protection. Okay. Yeah. Generally, if you throw dirt on a mature sadhaka, he will sigh and forgive you. Usually, an experienced sadhaka is much more kind and forgiving. He's closer to realizing God than intermediate or baby sadhakas. Okay. Baby snake is more dangerous than adult snake. Baby snake will strike sooner than an adult. Also, baby sadhaka is often considered as a small child. He will go like a small child to his deity and he will complain. So, just avoid it. I mean, in real life, it's like, do you know who is my dad and all that stuff. But in spirituality, opposite works. He will go and complain to his mom. So, avoid that. Female devatas are ones who can get little bit offended if you offend their genuine sadhakas, not fake ones. But anyways, take home message is not to fight or argue. If you don't like energy, avoid them. Pick a different teacher or advisor. Yeah, I'm saying this because other day I was watching other podcast. So there was certain sadhaka of a certain devata, and she was little bit confident. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with her, but a lot of people are in the comments, oh, like she is full of pride and all, etc. You need to understand, not everyone is humble in tantra sadhana. When I see her, I definitely see her a connection with certain devatas and etc. I can catch the vibe, you cannot catch the vibe, so you cannot judge the people like that. Most of you are spoiled by humble people on YouTube. There's a gentleman who teaches us Bhairava on YouTube, but he is very humble. But it doesn't mean not everyone is humble. A lot of times they go to certain phases of sadhana when they're playing with lot of power and lot of mantras and etc. When they realize their power, it's an intermediate phase where they can be little bit confident. So don't think they're automatically fake or they're bad people. It's okay to sit on a comfortable chair. Okay, not everyone is sannyasi. Sit on the ground and be so humble and etc. Obviously, more humble, more better. More you kill ego, more better. But certain times, certain phases of sadhana, you can get little bit confident, little bit cocky, but it doesn't mean they are bad or fake people. Okay. Apologize for hurting any feelings while conveying this message. In general, never keep a grudge or keep kind of a bad impression on anyone. It's better to forgive, let go, try to go away with, from negativity when you don't like it. It's a waste of time. The jealousy or hate will affect your aura. Be quick to forgive in your all areas of life, just like Vataka. Be quick to forgive bad people. Just stay away from them. That's enough. What else is there? I'm also thinking this through in a beginner's view. Why I have addressed this is like what happens is, okay, you have learned certain stuff from me, other YouTube channels and etc. You're a beginner and you go in search of Guru. If the Guru gives you a different variation of mantra or a different astotra or a different little bit of a different stotra and etc. or different kshama prarthana, that doesn't mean he's fake. Okay, there are variations of even after the Dharak mantra, the Mool mantra is same, but tradition to tradition, mantras will change, and also Guru who is very experienced in Mantra Shastra can create a new mantra, put prana into it, and also he can add certain words to the after the Dharak mantra, which makes it work faster. So you yourself, not knowing, cannot label them as fake just because their teachings are different from YouTube. Okay, YouTube, we just try to give you the basic guidance which suits most people. That doesn't mean that's the only right way of upasana. Okay, when you pick a guru, go through whatever guidance I have given. See parampara, lineage, the qualities of the guru. Does he have certain attributes of the particular devata, or do you feel like he has reached a self-realization? Inquire, check the vibe for 1 to 2 days at least, and then you can accept the guru, and see for yourself 1 to 2 years. That's enough time to look back and see progress if you have picked the right guru. Okay, so all three forms of guru are relevant and valid depending on spiritual path. Tantra eventually kind of requires human guru, but starting mantra sadhana and etc. not necessary. I have plans in future, but up to this Kala Bhairava Jayanti, Om Bhairavaya Nama, or if you are doing Om Patuku Bhairavaya Nama or Om Kala Bhairavaya Nama, they are also fine if you had already been doing them before coming to my channel. Otherwise, stick with Om Bhairavaya Nama. It's simple. Let's stick to one mantra. Work for sanathana, dharma, raksha, and betterment of country on Ashtamis. Actual country is something I got my first thought on. Chances of being in trouble more than our dharma. This came to me in and around 2017, just following geopolitics, not something new. Since especially northeast side, we all know who is our border country and etc. They have plans for waging something by 2050 and etc. Although a lot of countermeasures already in place by geopolitical alliances, but let's just pray for Bhairav on Ashtamis for Sanatana Dharma Raksha and Bharata Desha Raksha. For foreign viewers, you can just stick with the betterment of Sanatana Dharma. If you're new to Hindu Dharma, obviously we want Dharma to be better, and we want it to succeed and self-realize yourself. Even if you're a Western viewer, then you can just pick Sanatana Dharma Raksha as your intention when you're doing japa on Ashtamis. So Amavasyas are also very important for Bhairava and Mahakali. Not just them, Amavasya holds a very significance in Tantra. And since there are also beginners, Tantra is not just black magic portrayed in movies. I have seen a recent movie that is also garbage. Or intimacy. Please, it's a intimacy like Westerners see. It's a path of self-realization. For example, Guru of the most famous person, Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, okay, also practiced Tantra under his Guru, Bhairavi, Brahmini. Buddhists also practice their version of Tantra. So Tantra is not like some weird stuff when seen on movies, like some extreme stuff. It's not always like that. Again, for absolute new people, Amavasya and Ashtami are special days where astrological energies are potent. New moon, full moon phases concept is not limited to East, even in West. Also, occult people use it for manifesting things, etc. Also can affect mentally to some persons also. So it's not a myth. Certain days have different spiritual energy. I'll list in the comment section for that special days. Okay. Also sometimes if I miss something, I like to mention them in the pinned comments. So always keep an eye for the pinned comments. Okay. But for starting the mantra, you can start any day. Sooner the better. Initially I suggested special days, but it's okay. You can start on any day. Again, Ashtamis, if you can contribute, just your intention should be for Sanatana Dharma Raksha and betterment of Dharma and betterment of country and protection of country. You can communicate in your own language, or I'll give the example as well, maybe in the pinned comments and etc. On Amavasyas, do sadhana for self reasons, because you will go through life. Not everyone can just do sadhana without a wish or without a relief and certain trouble and etc. So on Amavasyas, they are potent. Do sadhana for yourself, same mantra, same procedure, but your intention is to relieve certain trouble or to help you financially or something like that. Examples, okay. On Amavasyas, do sadhana for yourself. On Ashtamis, try to work for dharma and work for country. Also try to figure out a way to reach 1 lakh count of japa of Om Bhairava Nama. It's okay if you can't, but start with 1 to 3 malas and slowly increase accordingly, but also see if you are missing the feel when you're doing more. Means slow down, because focus, intention and quality are important. Why I'm saying is like try to increase your counts, try to reach higher counts by this upcoming Kala Bhairava Jayanti, because I have plans to teach something new, then so we can progress at one pace. Not particularly stick on something, but I have a Swarnakarshan Bhairava in mind. Maybe cover basics on 10 Mahavidyas, just intros on their nature, who should worship whom, which is each one's area of focus. Not sadhana of them, because I feel sadhana of them definitely need guru and deeper what you call connection before you progress to their basics, 101 information on them, and try to get you directions for maybe Apadutarak Mantropadesh from a guru, or maybe smaller rituals also have planned to come up with a framework that will be suited for 90% of any deities, like a framework for a beginner upasana or intro upasana, kind of. It will be a kind of model or a framework. You can adapt to it. You can use it for any devata, not just Shiva, Bhairava, Shakti. There are plans for that. Once the Adesh comes, then I'll go ahead. Basically, kind of making connection to your Ishta Devata. Procedure, mindset, and everything, not just rituals, mindset also, how to talk to Devata and etc. So to wrap the video, yes, Guru will come in right moment. It could be you searching or finding, or he comes and finds you. So take a chill pill. If you are following me, I'll advise a framework for your upasana based on how Bhairava guides me, or what I have learned from my gurus. Based on that, I will guide you. So you keep practicing them. Ask for Bhairava to send your guru. Human guru is easiest to understand. If he lives nearby, it's even better. Or better yet, keep Bhairava as your guru. If you get a pull to do so, no need to go anywhere. He's everywhere. You just need to request him. Don't listen to no sayers. It may take time to get guidance for you, but at least nonetheless, he'll start acting. Follow basic suggestions I gave, or even other channels for that matter. Just stick to one method. More stotras or more mantras is not always better. Repeat the mantra you have, you will progress. Practice one kick 1,000 times, kind of thing. Because mantra sadhana takes time. Once it's activated, you will understand what I mean. Even I move to more mantras and etc. I still try to keep them as few as possible, because the repetition is key rather than having many mantras. Yeah, I'll end with thanking all 4 of my gurus and all the people, many guides who have helped me so far spiritually, in person or from a distance. I can't name everyone. I don't know if they like to be named or not, but thanks to them from bottom of my heart. Once again, not a guru, just a fellow spiritual person. Maybe if you are benefiting me, keep me as a guide if you want. Keep me as a guide, or just spiritual advisor or a messenger role, okay, until you get your guru. If you want to keep Bhairava as guru, tell your Shishya what to go Bhairava sadhaka sent me to you. He knows me well, so just say like he have suggested me to keep you as a guru, or you don't even have to say my name, but I'm just saying. Okay. Uh, yeah. Mm, yeah, all rituals, other stuff, Havan rituals and etc. Learn them later in person. Now, understand Bhairava for now. Form a strong bond with him. Try to embody his nature in your day-to-day matters, because life is also kind of sadhana. Sorry again, sometimes I may come off as bitter. I may shatter certain prefixed belief systems, but truth is different from imagination, not always sweet. So peace, good luck, Jai Bhairav.